is up, everybody? Welcome back to DFW Metal Mayhem, the most brutal podcast in the Metroplex, and I am here with 3/5 compromise. Damn, already up to the crazy start.
Oh, 2 out of 4 plus 1.
2 out of 4 plus 1 of motherfucking beer break. Now, I have been vouching for these guys for pretty much ever since that day that we played that house party. Which no one that watches the show is out there. Shame on you because I promoted the shit out of that. It's pretty much a house party that we played in Cedar Hill at someone's vacant home.
My brother's last house after he moved out.
Oh, okay.
How quick was it after that show that the new tenants moved in?
This is the next week. Next weekend.
Holy crap. They didn't fuck up that house too bad.
That was fun.
Yeah. So it was beer break opened up tonight, and Scorcher played right after, and then Trappler from Denton finished it all. And it was a fucking killer night. I gotta say, I was super impressed by you guys. I've seen Delton at shows before. Every now and then, you know, we say what's up and all that. And then he hits me up with this house party offer. And I have never heard of you guys at this point or Traplord. So I was kind of like, this is going to be interesting as fuck because we never did a house party. And just came to be, we got out, we all threw our equipment like this tiny ass little room, a little dining room. And it was a badass show. It was very, very impressive what you guys did. Especially when Delton comes in at the start of the fucking set, just chugs the entire beer and just slams it down the hallway, and it just starts unloading. So I gotta ask, like, where did this all begin? Give me the history of beer break.
Well, it was after my last band, and we broke up, and then I wanted to start something, but I really only wanted like a bass player and drums, and that's it. Because there's this band called Black Cop in Oklahoma, and I don't think they play anymore, but I was trying to copy them. And
they have just drum and bass and vocals, and it's pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Shit.
And so I started writing like a few songs, and then I guess for recording purposes, I taught some other people how to play them, and then it just grew from there.
Fuck yeah. So, where did you come in all this?
When they actually decided to make Beer Break a band, they put it up on Facebook that they were looking for a vocalist because who was the first guy that came to the vocals? Garrett?
Yeah, it was Garrett.
His vocals were good, but
he was just sketchy. Like he wouldn't show up to practice or anything.
Oh God, he's like the space drummer.
he had other stuff he needed to do.
We gotta comb my hair.
I think he got butthurt about something too. I think Dylan was talking shit.
Oh damn.
I don't remember what though, but he didn't want to show up to practice anymore.
Oh God, you're starting out and there's already like that tension.
Yeah.
That's never good.
And I had known Dylan because I had almost started a band with his half-brother who's passed away now. And so I went to try out for vocals, and I wasn't great.
At all.
No, but they let me stay in for a while. And this was like 2011?
No idea.
Pretty sure it was 2011 because that's when the demo, that's the date the demo has on it. But pretty sure I had initially joined in 2011. I stayed a member until about, was it last year? Or earlier this
About a
year?
year and a half now.
Year and a half.
Maybe 2.
About a year and a half. And then I started getting headaches from doing the vocals, like the kind that made me have to lay down at practice.
Wow.
They were always calling me, "Hey, you're a pussy," and I'm like, man, I can't even like see right now. You can call me whatever you want,
Wow.
but I'm still the #1 supporter of Beer Break.
All right, so because we forgot to do the introduction of like who you guys are, like what you do in the band. So you are the former vocals.
Yes,
All right.
and current, I guess, backup bassist and pseudo cheerleader manager, cheerleader roadie.
There you go. All right, so yeah, I guess so. Delton, you are the crew vocals.
Yeah.
Right now, this guy fucking kills it. By the way,
Thank you.
super crazy. What you got? Wait, crossover? Is that a fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I go with crossover.
I'll say crossover or hardcore, one of the two.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. I was going to include you guys in that like little local thrash metal like poster thing I made.
Well,
So I was like, if it's crossover, I'll throw it in because I threw EV in there, and EV's crossover as fuck. So I don't know, Brandon may not like that. I'm sorry, Brandon. I love you. And so we did not get your name. What you do, man?
Adam, I play drums.
Fuck yes. This dude kills it on drums. And fucking, like half the time, I was just watching this guy. Just, fuck, I wish I was talented. I just think.
That's not even.
Adam's not even talented. He's not even the best drummer at Beer Break. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm not a drummer. I just happen to be drums because we couldn't find a drummer.
Before Delton had joined, everyone in Beer Break was a guitarist primarily.
Whoa. Wow, so
Yeah, we're all guitarists.
this honestly just sounds like the most for fun band I've ever heard in my life. Just like a bunch of guys like, dude, let's just do this. What do you want to do? Oh, did I want to do everything? Oh, did I want to do everything too?
Yeah.
Fuck. And there you go. You know, and so one thing I've noticed, because you know, before the house party, I would say I know a lot of bands in the scene, and I'm familiar with a lot of faces, and so it always frustrates me when I have never heard of a band before. It shows me two things. It shows me, one, I have a lot more research to do, and two, it's just our scene is really, really saturated. And that may or may not be a good or bad thing. We'll have to take it however you want. But I mean, you guys, in my opinion, were a hidden gem. It's surprising me that I haven't really heard your name out at like oh, playing at Reno's or playing at Whitson or.
We don't play that much.
Yeah,
We've only had like
a total of 5 shows.
5 in total.
Oh, I know, 5. I forgot about the Denton show.
Oh,
Yeah, they did 3 before me.
4.5.
Yeah, because
Our last show, the guitarist and the bassist were both working, and they gave us forewarning, but beforehand, obviously forewarning came before. But so we found a backup bassist and a backup guitarist, but the backup guitarist wound up not being able to make it too, with very last minute warning, and
yeah, like the day before.
we couldn't find another replacement guitarist in that time, so we just played with bass, drums, and vocals. It was pretty well received.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking did.
Yeah, and I remember the bartender talking to me afterwards. He's like, "Oh man, that was badass." Like, I don't even want to hear what it sounds like with a guitarist.
Never come here to guitar player ever.
Yeah,
Don't.
that was pretty
Wait,
lit.
just don't come back.
Yeah.
Wait, we don't want to hear it again. That's what I meant to say.
But seriously though,
Sure.
it wouldn't be the same without Dylan. He's sick.
He's the one that wrote all the good songs.
And see, one thing I really dig is like these songs, like because you can find the Bandcamp. They have an album on Bandcamp that you can definitely just look up and just jam out to. Like it's very municipal ways. It's like very short, very fast songs that they're just like they're just like head smashers.
I must tell you, if you go to find our Bandcamp, don't go to beerbreak.bandcamp.com. Go to thebeerbreaks.bandcamp.com because there's a demo on Bandcamp that's bad, and don't listen to it.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to log into that one, and I forgot the password.
Delete.
So I just made a new one.
Yeah.
The W breaks.
W break.
That's not our name, by the way. It's just a.
That sounds like that's like some sort of like '60s rock band.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Wake up every day, got a bunch of fun.
Acapella punk.
So, I mean, y'all just say yourselves, y'all really don't play a lot of shows. Like, what holds you back? Do you want to play more shows? Do you want to play like in Deep Ellum and like Fort Worth every now and then?
I really just want to play Denton.
Shit, I think
That's
me.
That's just him. I want to play wherever.
I want to play wherever, man. We're down. I don't know. Why don't we play a lot of shows, man?
Jobs.
Yeah.
Not you guys, but for those of us who have real jobs.
Damn! If I had the little clapper, blow, whistle, bubble thing, I would be fucking using that shit right now to its maximum effect. It's like over there. Shout out to Anthemic for giving us those. We fucking love them. So, mainly Denson. And I guess just because you think, I mean, all the really drunk college kids have a really good turnout. They're really easy to manipulate if you have
cheap.
merch. Yeah.
There's no pre-sale ever.
Well, we also we started out based in Denton, basically.
Yeah.
Like our very first show was in South Morning City Studios in Denton, so a local thing. Van Orkanaut, their bassist.
Yeah.
Yeah, their bassist runs that studio, and that's where we recorded that first demo. It's not his fault that it sounds bad. We just suck. But yeah, that's where our first show was in Denton, and Adam's just got a huge fucking boner for Denton.
Yeah, I love it.
No, yeah, Denton's great. I went to Andy's bar to see a show once, and I really dug Andy's bar. Across the street was like this really good like diner. I forget the name of it, but they throw down some good ass bacon, bro. Like that little like center in the middle. All these. I remember like walking down after the show, Nathan and I, as we were leaving, because we went to go film a song from Wormcast that we can use for the podcast back then, and like I'm telling you, man, like every single little hipster college kid was like touching Nathan's like spike gauntlets that he had on his forearms. It's like, oh dude, that's fucking sick, dude. And like we literally took us like 15 minutes to get to the car just because of how excited every single person was. They saw that they had seen these spike gauntlets. It's like as if like this world has just like completely missed them. It was very interesting to see. But I mean, shit, dude. You know, I would probably say that it'd be a great place if you can fucking get up to all those little drunk college kids. But hey, man, we played a band. Here's some fucking merch, dude. You want to take a look? And like, oh shit, just fucking getting them to buy like all your merch.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you. This hat and one shirt is the only beer break stuff in existence.
Whoa.
Very limited supply.
Very limited supply, and it's
With
only
those
owned by
things.
members and former members of Beer Break.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
That shit's expensive.
No, you're right. Yeah, it can be. So. but I will say I do understand your concern about the pre-selling.
Yeah, I fucking hate pre-sale.
Yeah, it's
garbage.
For local bands, especially.
Yeah, I mean we did it for DSI. I mean we were able to make the mark and make it fairly quickly, but it was still a fucking train wreck. You know, having to drive out and hand people tickets and shit. Like I would literally do it in the middle of work. So like, because you know I run like a route. So like I would go like, hey, I'm gonna finish these 3 jobs and meet this student, give him his ticket. Do these 3 jobs, I'm gonna meet this student, give him his ticket.
Oh, you're the
like,
plug then.
Yeah, dude. It was unbearable as fuck.
Yeah, I remember my old band, we opened for Warbringer back in the day.
Oh shit.
And I think they were like $20 tickets or something. Those were like Pestilence and Warbringer headlining. And
damn. Fuck yeah.
So we
Where was
opened-
that, Trees?
No, that was at Ridgely
Theater or room?
Theater.
Okay. Room is fucking garbage.
I think they were like $20 each, and we were short, like last minute. Like I think we had to sell another 5 or 6. And I ended up just paying for them just so we could play.
Yep. Bad play.
Yeah.
That's how it fucking goes.
And we did not get anything back, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, so, but what I will say is, there are a lot of good promotion companies out there that won't have you pre-sale. Like, I mean, like, the show that we're going to be going to, the show at Reno's tonight, for example, any DMS local show, you don't have to pre-sale. Any show under EJP over here at Diamond Gyms, no pre-sale. You just gotta find the right people.
Yeah.
I mean, really, in my opinion, those local showcases are where it's at. You know, especially when you want to build yourself up. Then I feel like, you know, if you want to, like, what I told the guys in Skull Archer is that we can do a pre-sale like every like now and then, like every like blue moon. Like, hey, if we get, like, if I get the chance to open up for, like fucking Overkill, I'm gonna take that shit like that. You know, I'll sell for that. But
Suicidal tendencies.
oh god,
They're
dude,
coming through pretty soon.
please. Oh my god.
Or Queen with Adam Lambert. We gotta play that.
God,
Next time we
can
come.
I?
Let's open up for Adele.
I just,
Fuck yeah.
I would just want to run into Dave Lombardo and give him a hug. Like, you're amazing in everything you've ever done in your life. How is it possible? But what I've heard is really effective is when you're able to like play shows like Austin or Houston, go out of your hometown, play shows there, get to know the bands that you play with, and be like, hey man, if y'all want to come down here, we can do a show together. You know, kind of like bring bands back and forth, you get hookups and all that shit. I know a couple bands that have been on the podcast here that have done that, where they've done like state tours and all that, like around the state, like going into like neighboring states, and had pretty good success, and were able to bring some bands back to play every now and then. So
we played a show with Warhead a couple of years ago. They were on tour. Yeah.
Oh shit! Actually, I think I heard of Warhead before.
Kind of Megadeth-y and thrashy.
Ooh.
Kind of.
They did a Megadeth cover. I forgot what song.
Yeah, they did. I think I was outside fucking puking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was going around.
Did I
Forgot about everybody.
So, influences. I want to talk influences. Obviously, we all have like good that we look up to, like good that we watch play, and or like bands we see. Like, God, that sounds great. I would like to implement some like elements of that into what I do. So, who is that for you guys?
Municipal Waste started it.
Elton John.
Elton John was pretty good.
When I first, like right before I quit, my vocals had finally gotten to the point where they weren't shitty. And they just graduated from shitty to okay.
And we don't have any recorded proof of that.
No, we do. Actually, we have some videos online. I forgot about that shit. On YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Exactly.
We sure do. But that's with me as the vocalist and not with Delton. That's the only thing.
Okay.
But right before that, I started watching a lot of Suicidal Tendencies videos, specifically, and a lot of other thrashy crossover bands that have like that bouncing style when they're going really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to pick up on that.
Man, I thought it was all Minor Threat, man.
I'm not gonna lie.
Minor Threat.
I'm not gonna lie. Minor Threat was one of the, but they're hardcore. They're not crossover.
Yeah, that is true.
But I'm gonna be honest. Minor Threat was probably one of the bigger influences when I was doing the vocals.
So I do want to get back on the topic of like headaches, like because you said you would like do the vocals, but then like you would just get this fucking headache that came out of nowhere.
Pretty sure I was just doing them wrong. I would I'd get a lot of pressure in my head.
Breathe through your diaphragm, man.
Thanks, music major.
You know that, man.
I've been trying. I've just now gotten to getting to that. It definitely helps, but it's definitely a mouth incline. But like once you get it down, like it's gonna be second nature. It's like it'll be like brushing your teeth. But yeah, it's.
I was also a lot bigger than. I mean, I know I'm fat, but I was a lot bigger, and I have asthma because of that. And like lately, I've been losing a lot of weight because I've got some shit going on. But like I've been breathing a lot better because I don't have 20 pounds of fat around my lungs and shit.
Yeah, that definitely helps. So I don't know. Would you, if everything went well and you were able to perform again, would you try to come back and play if possible?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to try and take Delton's spot, but
No, yeah.
I prefer to play an instrument in a band anyway and do backup vocals.
Yeah.
But like for certain, if an opportunity presents itself, I'm more than eager to get into playing and being in a band again.
Well, yeah. If that ever happens, you gotta bring them on here. So the main thing, and I guess the ironic thing about having you guys here right now is that next month, just like little over a month away, DFW Metal Mayhem is having its promotional party right here at the headquarters, and Beer Break is one of the 5 bands playing. I made the post, initially I always have, 5 bands would be really cool to put on this lineup. I swore I had you guys on that top 5. I'm like, it'd be fucking cool if one of them was just like, hey, is Beer Break's down. And fucking Delton, like really 2 minutes later, hey, Beer Break is on. I'm like, boy, you're getting a DM right now. Hey, so what's up? Literally, that's how it went. And it's gonna be a great show. We have Apophyst 2036 opening up the night. Beer Break will follow soon after. We got Black Chamber, Blasphemous, Goat Vomit.
Is that black metal?
Yeah. And
sounds like black
and
metal.
it makes fun of black metal by being black metal.
Black metal sucks.
I was about to say, doesn't all black metal? I'm just
That Lich King song,
Yeah.
essentially.
get hit by a bus.
Yes,
Black metal
yes.
sucks.
We rock. Lich King rocks.
That whole little bit, straight from the 80s and old school. Come on.
If you ever watched
Lich
that
King's
video,
cool.
if you ever watched that video, I think at one part of that song they played it's the worst lyric we've ever written
It's the
ever.
worst lyric that we've ever written.
It's just like and
Running out of rhyme, so waiting pool.
Oh god! And then Exhortation will be closing the night off. Actually, Apophis 2036 and Blasphemous Go Vomit have been on the podcast before, but this was before the party announcement was made. So, you guys definitely need to come out and check out Beer Break. They don't play a lot of shows. You need to be here to see it. Only $5 entry fee. You bring your own beer, you bring your own food, you bring your own big titty goth girlfriend, and we are good to go. I don't know where that meme came from, but I love it.
I don't know. The first time I saw it was on the shit posting page on Facebook.
Was it the Cuphead one?
No, it was the Mason Mullock Ball too.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, that one was hilarious.
It's a racist ass page.
Right.
But it's racist against Argonians, so it's okay.
not real racism. Jesus.
They're not people, they're lizards.
Oh God. So actually, one more thing I guess that I wanted to get into was any more future plans for like recordings or anything, because you know you do have that full length that people can check out on Bandcamp. But have there been any more ideas like, hey, we should like record more, or like new songs that come up on the horizon that you want to have put in the studio?
We don't really like work on songs.
They don't work on songs. I work on lyrics, man.
I got
do
lyrics
songs.
for like 4 songs and no one's worked on
Is
them
Pit Ninja
whatsoever.
one of them?
No,
Or did
fuck
you
that
scrap
song.
Pit
Let's
Ninja?
scrap that shit.
Did you
Fuck
scrap
that.
Pit Ninja because of the Pit Ninjas?
No, that's not why I scrapped it. It was just a shitty song.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
What happened to Bitch Beer? We should do something like that.
We only had one lyric for that.
What was
we
the
were just
lyric?
making them extra short songs.
If I want to eat an apple, I'd buy a fucking apple.
What the fuck?
It's about like, you know how you have like Reds, Apple Ale, and all these beers that taste like not beer.
Mm-hmm.
It was basically about bitch beers, like
Yeah.
Smirnoffs and shit,
Yeah.
and how they
You know
sound.
what?
Colors.
Y'all gonna hate me for this, but I actually don't mind some Reds.
I don't either.
I'm not gonna hate
It's
you
cool,
for
man.
it.
That's what I started drinking.
Just-
they're not bad, but like they're
Just
not like
write a song
a,
about it.
Yeah, we're not gonna hate you. We're just gonna write a song about hating.
We'll just
you
make
for
it. We'll make it about Billy.
Yeah.
fuck you, Billy.
We'll call it
We had
Billy
we
Beer.
actually have
Billy
lyrics
Beer.
for a song called "Eviction Notice" about our friend Chase.
Oh
I
God!
forgot about that.
That one's actually really good.
writing songs about your homie.
I mean, Toilet Destroyer wasn't it?
Toilet
about
Destroyer
Brian?
about
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, man.
Toilet story.
Toilet Destroyer.
Oh,
Yeah,
Toilet
man.
Destroyer. Okay, so is that why the poster for the fucking house party involved the toilet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus Christ! I don't know who made that poster, but I loved it. I thought it was great.
Pretty sure it was him.
Yeah, that was it.
Good shit. I'm gonna have that hung up
So
somewhere.
we also got a single coming out later in the year.
During around
In
the
December.
holidays.
Yeah.
It's called "Hammered for the Holidays."
Fuck yes!
We might. Should we play it in November? Or should we
Yeah,
wait
we're
till
gonna play it.
December?
Well, yeah,
yeah,
no,
fuck it. We'll play it.
Thanksgiving's a holiday.
Yeah, fuck it. That's a holiday to be drunk for.
This is the most crossover band I think I've ever talked to in my life. And do you know, write songs which have a lot of lyrics? I love it. Like this right here is like the epitome of like we just want to fucking play.
Yeah.
So
Like I'm not. It started kind of as a joke. I mean, it's still kind of. It's still.
No, it's still a joke.
That's great. No, it's honestly fantastic because Blasphemous Go Vomit started out as a joke too. So like we're literally gonna have just a bunch of just like tomfuckery in the garage in there.
Just a bunch of fake
That
bands.
sounds fucking great.
Dude, I'm telling you. And the cool thing is like last time, Delta, were you here for the house party? What, in January?
No, I didn't make that.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I could have sworn you did. I was
Shut
really
down. I
drunk.
wish Tommy would have said something.
Tommy, Matthew, and David were all invited, but none of them could make it that night.
But you know, another guy, Anthony. Does he ever come out?
Anthony
Martinez.
Martinez. Why is that not familiar to me?
He probably.
Because it's a super typical Mexican name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Your name's Adam. Is that even? That's like the whitest Mexican name I've ever heard.
I'm like Jesus.
But your last name Puerta. Come on, man. That's Mexican name I've ever heard.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's not as Mexican as my last name.
It's not Martinez.
It ain't no Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Okay, so I actually one time I remember when I graduated high school. Like when you walk the stage and shit, you get all their last names. You know, everyone says their name. There's literally 24 Garcias.
Nice.
And I told my dad, you gotta take a shot for every Garcia.
Oh my god.
And he's like, well, let me see the thing. I'm like, no, you can't see the camera.
That's the kind of the point. It's a drinking game. You're gonna like cheat the drinking game.
And so my dad just like looked at I after we were done, I went to him, and I'm like, so he's like, I'm gonna have to spread that shit out in like 6 days to even be alive.
If it's only 24, just like, take a shot every 30 minutes. You got 12 hours. You might get alcohol poisoning, but don't be a bitch.
Just do 24 back.
Walk it off, faggot.
Right.
Just do 24 back to back, man. Be just like that. What's that one band called? The Gothabilly band.
Gothabilly.
Drink with the living
Gothabilly?
dead. Drink with the living dead. What's that song called?
Oh God.
No idea.
I don't want to know.
You didn't show me that.
That's almost like thrash grass.
I actually have a thrash grass album from that band called The Native Howl.
Oh yeah, I saw them. They sound pretty tight.
Yeah, dude. You probably saw the video on Facebook when it was like super viral. It was like.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
thrash metal and bluegrass together, what? And like it was like people shooting like drums and shit or whatever. Burn.
Oh my god, did you see that guy that made the shotgun into a slide guitar?
What?
He was playing it. I was like, wow.
My god, how much free time did that guy have?
Well, I imagine just based off his looks with the whole plaid and the jeans and the boots and the hat and the guitar shotgun and the woods all around him, probably nothing but free time.
So actually, one thing I want to bring up was Ben and I actually like play a Dungeons and Dragons campaign together, which has been going like for like what 2-3 weeks now.
Yes, but tomorrow will be the 4th.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Jesus fuck, we do see metalheads are dorks. We have our own thing. I literally Godzilla poster.
Weird works. There, I don't know. But
no, dude, Adam probably fucks with some Star Wars every now and then.
I'll watch the movie.
Firefly.
Firefly? Hey, fuck it.
I love Firefly.
Yeah, there you go.
Nerd. Cool. I love Firefly.
So, I had like, no one, I always have like a thing where like, oh, if y'all have questions, send them in and we'll get to them.
Yeah, we don't have any fans.
Exactly. It's like shit. It's like, where's everyone at?
I sent in a question.
Oh yeah, you did, and you're telling not in the band, so I think we can use it. But you used it under the page monitor.
Yeah, that was super lame.
I was like,
I was trying to post it, but I was already under the beer break thing, so I was like, fuck, whatever.
Rip.
Ask them about whatever. It's like, you wanted them. Ask your goddamn
We
self.
can ask ourselves.
Okay. So beer break. Ask beer break. Ask them to talk about the sandwich in a can story.
I don't remember it.
You know, because you were drunk as shit. We were at fucking practice, and we had bottles of Bud Light, and we were outside at Tyler and Justin's house when we were practicing over there.
Yeah.
We were outside, and you were drunk because you hadn't eaten anything either, and you had just been knocking back fucking beer. And so you remember it now?
Yeah.
We're sitting there with bottles of beer, and Dylan's all like, hungry, I want to go get something to eat. And Adam's like, well, grab another beer. And Dylan's like, I'm hungry for food. Adam's all like, it's a sandwich in a can. And he's holding a fucking bottle. It's not even a fucking can.
What kind of sandwich machine broke?
Understandable. Have a beer.
It's all bread in there. It's fine.
Yeah, essentially. Eventually we just let it sit out long.
It's okay, so like, if a chick has a yeast infection, you're gonna eat that?
If it gets me drunk.
Shit, you're right.
Fuck, that's perfect. Get drunk and eat. Like, God, that's genius. I mean, you make.
Could you make beer out of a yeast infection?
I'm sure
This
you
is
can.
getting absolutely
It's
disgusting.
worth a try.
We are, this is why God has abandoned his people. Oh, wait a minute.
If you have a yeast infection,
God.
hit us up.
If you have a yeast infection, hit us up. We want to make beer out of your vagina.
Yes, please. Send email to DFW Metal Mayhem Podcast at gmail.com
With a picture.
with a picture.
Headline, I have a yeast infection.
I have it. And you have to do it like the SpongeBob means, so like uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase.
So we know you're serious. You
Yeah.
have to work
Or whatever.
You have to literally put in those between every syllable.
Right. So, what is your go-to beer? If you are in a band called Beer Break, you have a go-to beer. What is it?
Still was
Yeah. Well, the band's, like, I guess, like, official beer would be Steel Reserve.
Yeah.
Steel Reserve.
Because that's what I was drinking back when I was broke.
Broke as fuck and feeling bored. Just one thing I can't afford.
Yeah.
I'm a Shiner guy. I fuck with Shiner. My drummer got me on the Shiner. I mean, I drink a lot of beer. Like, I'm really big on Heineken too.
Heineken tastes like celery to me. Like, I prefer Dos Equis, to be honest. Like, Mexican beers. I love Mexican beers.
Those
I don't
things
know
are
why.
great. Those things are great. I'm not super big on Tecate.
That's like
tastes like
Mexican
soda.
natural light, man.
I was gonna say, that's like their natty light.
Yeah.
Mexican trash beer.
My favorite right now is Einstock. I only find it at one store.
Einstock.
It's a Icelandic pale ale.
Whoa. That
A
sounds
whole
cool
new
as
meaning to
fuck.
IPA.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
not. Well, got you. Okay. Yeah. So, but that's really expensive, and I hardly ever go to that store. It
Yeah.
used to be Revolver's Blood and Honey.
Yeah, but they changed the fucking recipe.
Yeah.
They got sold out
I think
from
Coors
Miller.
bought them out.
Was it Miller or Coors?
Somebody bought them out, and
Pieces of shit.
they suck now.
Yeah.
Damn. That's not fun.
Speaking of beer, can I go get some out of the fridge?
Go
Yeah.
for it.
What have you said yet so
Okay.
far? Go get something.
Oh,
Come
that's
back and
making
talk.
sure, man.
You can't leave
You want
the
a beer?
podcast.
Y'all want beers?
Just bring two.
Yeah.
Two?
Yeah, just like pass
Yeah.
me mine back.
All
'cause
right.
Mine's not cold.
Yeah, just give me a Shiner. Because I have Shiners in there.
Alright.
Okay, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not popular, maybe. I didn't tell enough people that I was going to be busy today.
Of course, if I'm going to have Beer Break on the podcast, I need to drink a beer with them on the podcast. It wouldn't.
There we go.
Yeah.
How are you gonna shotgun your bottle?
Oh, you're right. Actually, yeah. I'm not good at shotgunning. This is gonna suck.
Yeah, me neither. I don't have.
Shit. I ain't never shotgunned in my life, man.
I can't chug a full beer. I run out of breath. Or something. I don't know.
All right.
Oh man, these mountains still ain't blue.
That's what your mom said.
Oh well.
Cheers.
For Satan.
Satan.
For Satan. What kind of beer is that?
This motherfucker. So guys, do not forget, November 18th at DFW Metal Mayhem headquarters at 7 p.m. we will have the DFW Metal Mayhem local showcase house party, which will be the official start of the promotion company of DFW Metal Mayhem. A bunch of badass bands that will come out and tear your fucking face off. Be sure to come out, bring your fucking beer, bring whatever fucking food, bring all big teeth off girlfriends, and let's fucking throw down. This has been DFW Metal Mayhem, the most brutal podcast in the Metroplex. It is time to pregame for Reno's.
I have one
Okay.
last question before we go.
Okay.
Why do you call it a podcast if it's on YouTube? Because I looked for it in the list of podcasts. I couldn't find it.
It's true.
You know, I was kind of thinking that too because for some reason, because YouTube's confusing. I always try to like put it under a podcast, but it's fucking not. I don't get it. Like the podcasting category. It's just one of those things. I get that a lot. Like it's like since I'm not like on like SoundCloud, right? They do like, yeah, if you're not on SoundCloud, then how are you podcast? I'm like, well, how the fuck is Joe Rogan Experience on a podcast? Like most of their views are on YouTube. For example, like Dave Rubin, most of his views are on YouTube. But no one is like, but no one's saying that Joe Rogan Experience isn't a podcast. It is a podcast.
Oh, that was a question, not an accusation.
Oh, and accusations.
Stop talking shit, man.
I can't help it.
Alright guys, we shall see you in the next episode. I would say who's next, or like a hint of who's next, but I don't even fucking remember. But we have an episode next week and it'll be dope as fuck. So, we'll see you all then.